What is up, chat? New cam. Can you see me? Am I looking crispy? I figured I had to change the vibes today and put on the Sam Houston jersey. I feel like it was meant to be. Can I get some 10s? Can I get some 4s? I need to see him. Let me see him in chat. How's my audio? Am I sounding crisp? How am I looking? This could change everything today, chat. This could change everything today, chat. We are flipping the script. We are changing the vibes. We are putting on the Sam Houston jersey, and we are hitting bets today. We are hitting bets today. Rumor has it, looking sharp, right? I still got to figure out the lighting, right? I got to figure out where I got to be in my room. We're going to figure it out. All right? This jersey is fucking impeccable. Come on. How do you not love it? How can you not love it? Okay? We're going to have a day today. That I can promise. Javon, look, there's some Wi-Fi issues going on down there in Dallas. We might see Javon towards the middle of the show, hopefully. Don't want to jinx it here, but they got a notice that maybe the Wi-Fi will be fixed here in a couple minutes. Either way, we're finding winners on today's slate. We don't have a goddamn choice. We don't have a goddamn choice. Okay? Good vibes today. The squad rides have been moose shit. The sharp reports have been moose shit. The king of the boards have been moose shit. The prize pick squares have been moose shit. Everything. Everything has been moose. Today is when we flip the script and change the narrative. Today we're hitting bets. Plain and simple. It starts up here. It starts up here. It's all mental. It really is. Okay? Goots, let's go ahead and do the bullshit reports, recaps here. Go ahead and get them over with. They're bad. They're bad. Yeah. I mean, Toronto team total, that was the worst bet of them all. Might have been. That was the worst bet of them all. Get this off the screen. Sharp report. Recap. Now. Go. This was not much better. I'll be honest with you guys. It really wasn't. A lot of reds. Oh, Javon with a sweep. Going fully red. You hate to see it after I went fully red the day before. We did hit Brent Rooker to get a base hit. That was the rare good read of the day. Angels, Miami over. That was just a terrible bet. Mets didn't even play. Thank God, because they probably would have found a way to lose. You get the over in Arizona and the Yankees don't even score one run. I take the Yankees yesterday. I pivot from the over to the Yankees on the ML, and then I add the over later because I'm trying to get some more action and get some winners going for the late nights after the Mets game gets postponed. And both lose. Both lose. Both. Two losers. Shit bets. Rendon. Guys, I've got the same amount of hits as Rendon this year. Me. 0. No hits. No heart. 0 effort. Rendon, if anything, we should fade him. We're not fucking taking him ever again. Ever again. Nope. Can't do it. Javon, I mean, look, not the best day. I'm getting texts. I'm getting reports right now. Rumors of Wi-Fi starting to get up and moving. Apparently down there in Dallas. That could be the difference. Get loose, Javon. We're going to need you. All right? What else we have? King of the boards. I mean, I don't even want to show this to you guys, but I will because we're transparent. It's all reds. It is all reds. No green, no winners. Shit bets left and right. Shit bets everywhere. You wake up, all you see is shit bets. You go to bed in your eyelids, all you see is shit bets. That's all we've had. Can we change everything today? Can we flip the script? Can we hit some wagers? It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard. All right? And yeah, whoever in chat is the Yankees fan who said, can I not fucking bet on your team anymore? Yes. That will not be a problem. We saw what happens when I bet on the Yankees. We saw what happens. Goodness gracious. What else we got, dudes? We got a minute for me to bitch? I feel like I bitched enough about the Yankees, to be honest with you. Dinger Tuesday. Sure, we got one. David Schneider. He went, yeah. Good. We got 1 out of 6. Also not good enough. What was I thinking taking these guys? Pablo? Come on. Talk about getting too cute. 2 words. Getting too cute. Cannot happen. Got to be better. Plain and simple. Gotta be better.
I had friends text me about that. They're like, Crouch really took Pablo Reyes.
I mean, the guy's juiced up. He's, gotten traded from that team. Didn't matter. Terrible bet.
I didn't have an explanation.
Terrible bets.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel Sano should be a good look, right? Might as well give him a golden sombrero. Yeah, fading our guy Zach Gallen should be a good look, right? Yeah, 0.082 ERA. Good. Unbelievable. Gallen is legit. Gallen is looking unbelievable. Trent hit a 6-man. No way. No way. Are you serious? Schneider home run was electric, though. Sure, we got that one. We got that one. I bet. All right, guys. We're going to hop right into wagons here. Holy smokes, he did smack a 6-piece. What the? Interesting. Go to the top on that one, will you? All the way up. Holy smokes, Trent, you're rich. Let's go. Come on. That's how we start the day off right. You wake up, you see that slip, you check it. Next thing you know, you're fucking rich, and that gets the vibes up for this Wednesday. All right, guys, it is Wagon Wednesday. We can't forget it. All less thans on that slip. No wonder why it hit. Great play, Trent. Sure we can. Good. All right, ladies and gents, we're going to pivot. We're going to move. We're going to talk about my wagon for today. I'm getting everything reorganized here on the PC, trying to get everything working. It's only going to get better from here. Okay, it's only up from here. Let's go ahead and move and groove and talk about some wagons for today. I've got mine. George Kirby. George Kirby pitches today. Did you guys see what George Kirby did in his first start of the season? It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Not only were the results great, but his stuff was unbelievable. He was electric. We knew George Kirby was extremely accurate. He has been since he got called up. All right. And yes, guys, we were going to talk about the game starting up here in a couple minutes. I promise. Okay, I promise. We will talk about them before they start. Don't you worry. But first, I got to give you guys a rundown about George Kirby. Okay. George Kirby looks like he could be, potentially a Cy Young sleeper after one start. He looks fucking dialed in. He made that Red Sox lineup that's looked solid this year. The Red Sox have been a little bit better than people have expected. And what are those uniforms? Yeah, they're not my favorites, but he was dealing in those. George Kirby could be the next big thing, the next big young arm. It looks like this knuckle curve is just dropping off the fucking table. How do you hit that? You can't. You can't. And he pitches again tonight. Javon talked about the Mariners series price against Cleveland, right? He talked about how it was weird that they were getting some respect. We saw Seattle win the first game of the series. Cleveland won the second game last night. We've got the rubber match today to see who wins the series between these two squads. I like Seattle. I know they're laying minus 163 at juice. I don't know if I'm going to lay the juice. I don't know if I'm going to parlay with something. Maybe I'll take them with the Braves on the ML or something like that. But I don't see a world where Seattle loses today, and it's going to be because of Kirby. I'm going to be on his fantasy score. We're going to talk about that. I am all in on this kid. George Kirby is a wagon. And until you guys get on boards, you're going to be shocked when you see this guy with a sub-3 ERA halfway through the season carving up, top 10 in strikeouts. He's like that. Let's see if he can replicate that unbelievable first start of the season. I'm willing to bet he does today. Seattle's getting that win. There's a reason why their series price was so juiced in their favor. Okay? Good call on the Davis Schneider home run. Yep, that was Javon. He's not here. But that was the one thing I think we actually hit yesterday. Can we talk about how nasty Mason Miller is?
Yeah, I was going to say honorable mention. Look at this guy.
He's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
2 innings, right? He absolutely dealt. There's going to be teams calling for him at the deadline, just like there always are in Oakland. And he's going to probably get moved to the Yankees and be, a pivotal piece in their bullpen down the stretch. I've already seen it. Okay. Garrett Crochet, he needs to be mentioned as well. Garrett Crochet, after 2 starts, when everyone thought he was useless, acting like he was Patrick Corbin, everybody putting the frickin' rent on fading him. Crochet putting up 2 unbelievable starts back-to-back, including one last night against the Braves where he was nearly unhittable. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And Mason Miller is now in the Orioles. Goots, any PODs in this O's game starting up here in a couple minutes?
It's going to rain. I am surprised it's not even postponed yet.
Nothing yet?
Nothing yet. It might be playing.
They might be playing, dude. The game's in 15.
I know. I mean, I would say most likely the under with Reagan's.
Chat saying it might have gotten delayed. You might need to hit the old refresh button on their Twitter feed, brother.
Easy.
Yep. We'll do a little check on that puppy before we hop into some plays for today. I do want to go over these early starters. All right. We could start out with Kansas City and Baltimore. We could talk about it. All right. Looks like it's delayed. Maybe they're going to play, maybe not. We're not going to spend, an infinite amount of time talking about this one because it might just end up being canceled. But Kansas City and Baltimore, totals back down to 7 most places after bouncing back and forth between 7 and 7.5. I'll tell you what, if the total closes at 7, I like the under. If the total closes at 7.5, I like the over. We've seen totals like this with 2 good arms in the bump. That key number at 7.5 matters a lot over the past couple of years, especially last season too. Javon's talked about it a ton as well. When the totals with 2 good arms on the bump are moving up from that key number of 7 to 7.5, a lot of times you see those runs. It ends up mattering. Okay, so wherever this number closes, that's where I like the total. I do like Corbin Burns to deke out a win against the Royals. I do think Cole Reagan's pitches pretty well overall, but but I like the Orioles on the ML in this spot. Probably not going to lay it, but they did lose 1-4 last night to Kansas City. Probably not going to drop 2 games. Baltimore finds a way to get this one done and win, but I'm not going to lay the -170. I'm going to sit back, relax, watch this one, see what Goots bets are on, and root for the O's. But I do say I lean their ML at home. I do think they're going to win. I'm not laying that juice up against Cole Reagans. I can't do it. I believe in him. Okay. Burger, hit run RBIs, Crabs. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Crabs, I saw on the feed you're on the Marlins. Yes, we'll pull that tweet up here in a moment. Let's talk real quick about some of these other 1 p.m. Eastern starts. All right, Texas and Tampa. That one starts up at 1:10 Eastern as well. We got Evaldi. We got Savali. I feel like I'm at a freaking Italian restaurant with these guys up on the bump. Savali and Evaldi. These guys are legit, though. All jokes aside, and I don't see runs in this game. Give me the under in Texas and Tampa. I think it's Source. First team to score 3 runs wins. Okay? Going to be a nail biter. Going to be boring. Going to be slow. Give me the under. Give me no runs. Give me a typical Rays game in the Trop. That's gritty. They got to grind out a win potentially here. I do lean Tampa on the ML. Not going to bet it. Not going to take the bet on the total either. But I do think both these guys pitched great today. Kind of a square bet, square angle, but I'm all in on Savali this year, just like Javon is. And Evaldi, we already know he's Mr. Consistent. So give me the under. Total hasn't moved from that 7.5 opener, and for good reason. Okay? Baltimore to start 5-0 was indeed bait, Goots. Yes.
Yeah, that was a boost on the green book. Yeah, it was
confirm.
Always cake. Always cake.
Can confirm it's baked. Minnesota, Milwaukee. Shout out the Brewers. 4-0. Undefeated at this point. Unbelievable. They've got freaking Joe Ross on the bump today. Does that name ring a bell to anybody? Any MLB fans? Any baseball lifers? That name ring a bell? It's been a while since we've seen Joe Ross take the bump. Former National, who's had so many arm injuries. Holy smokes. As I'm seeing DeGen lock in the Angels' first 5 plus a half. You've got to be kidding me. DeGen. I hope I'm not getting too sharp on that one, man. We also have a sub bank coming in from Kyle B. 2 words, heart, for the Sam Houston jersey. Yeah, we had to do something to change the vibes today. Had to do something. All right, keep those subbies coming. Keep those comments flowing, folks. Javon should be here soon if the Wi-Fi gets fixed down there in Dallas. Okay? Yeah, bro, DeGen been red hot, April Fools. Okay, well, how have your picks been, K-Force? I haven't seen any tracking on this. Joe Ross, former Nationals legend. It's been a while. Holy smokes. I just zoomed in so I could see what's on the screen, and this guy has had more injuries than anybody in baseball combined. It's been a terrible run for Joe Ross. Wouldn't be surprised if he pitches okay today. But with that total at 8.5, I wouldn't bank on it, and I'd say even lean Minnesota on the ML here on the road to hand the Brewers their first loss of the season. Okay, I would lean fading Ross in his first start in forever. I've done 50 units the last 2 months, so don't be concerned if you're on the fish. Okay, W transparency, DeGen. I also kind of like Sandoval. I don't know why. So do I, DeGen. I mean, 1 start out of every 4 every month. The guy is nails. Maybe that's what it is. I'm with you, though. Maybe it's just our weird contrarian brains. I don't know. But I am on the Marlins today. I'm going to give AJ Puck 1 more chance. But I have seen a lot of people on the fish. All right, but let's head to that game real quick and talk about it. The last one that starts up here soon that we could sweat out on BTL into Surge Stream. And if you guys missed the morning after before BTL this morning, you can go back and rewatch that puppy on the YouTubes. Okay, Mikey's been killing it, Mr. Consistent. All right, you're waking up. You're talking about the bets from last night. You're talking about the cake. You're talking about what's going on in the sports world, the betting world before BTL. If you guys aren't tuning in and watching that shit, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Okay, go check out the morning after. You can actually go and rewatch that puppy on the YouTube page. Okay, it's all organized, cannot be easier to find. All right, W's. Yeah, but I'm going to lock in Miami on the ML here. I also have a 2-piece prize picks. We can pull up the tweet that I put out right before BTL here and show the people what I am on for this Angels and Marlins game. Okay, Crabs, I locked in Marlins at 9 a.m. and saw you're on them. Should I be nervous? Cold trains with how the bets have been going? Yes, you probably should be. You probably should be. Not going to lie, not going to sugarcoat it. But like I said when I started up the stream today, vibes are different. All right, the Sam Houston jersey's on. I've got the digital camo on the chest. Talk about hearts. Woke up early this morning, got in the lab, finding winners for the MLB with these early games going on. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. Whole world on the Marlins. Yeesh. Krabs isn't bad luck, guys. He's just pressing the wrong buttons. I don't hate that either, Art. I don't hate that either. Okay. Sometimes we're just clicking the wrong buttons. And I just saw this mush that I follow lock in Miami on the ML. You've got to be fucking kidding me. You've got to be fucking kidding me. That might actually be cake. The Gen might have sniffed that one out from a mile away. And we got the Just Baseball guys coming in here hot. Grow up and fade the Marlins every day. I can't. I hope it's Tim Anderson Day as well. Z Brownlee. I really do. Trell on the fish. Oh, great. Good. Man. That's just back to back to back. Just gut punches is what that is, reading that in chat. Wizards plus 12 versus the Lakers. No, not today. They just went out right now. They're getting 12 points against the Lakers with Rui coming into town. Come on. It's got to be the fucking Lakers on the spread there. So far as in the Marlins. All right, we got life. Guys, I'm not wavering. If you think I'm caring about what other people are doing and locking in, I don't give a hoot. All right? But definitely not making me at ease sitting here right now. Yeah, not going to lie. Puck is dog. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, Puck is actually going to be good, I think. But he had an atrocious opening day start or first start of the season. Could be nerves. All right, let's hope AJ Puck returns to form. If the guy could just come out of the bullpen, maybe they pull him out in the second inning. Maybe they start using an opener for him. I don't know. I'm not a manager. Okay, I'm not in full uniform down there in Miami with a fucking leather belt on and all. I'm not in full Marlins uni. But if I was the coach, maybe you throw an opener out there because the guy stinks, getting the games going. I don't know. Give him some confidence coming out of the pen. Need some nerfy scraps? Yeah, not one hoot to give. You already know. Guys, I got this two-piece locked in. All right, I'm being soft and taking an AJ Puck Goblin Square. That should be a good look, right? Pairing that with Nick Pivetta, more than 1.5 walks allowed, which is my favorite square of the day. And we're going to talk about that. We have time. All right, that game doesn't start till about 3:30 Eastern. Plenty of time. Yeah, I took your mom over case. Attaboy, Pete. Sure. Why was that funny, dude? Why was that funny? Probably because the bets are all fucking losing. Seager going yard today, Krabs. Yeah, well, he went yard almost yesterday to the warning track. So fucking close, but no cigar. Guys, this two-piece I feel great about. All right, AJ Puck's getting a 5-piece. We got Nicky P, my favorite square of the day today. All right, more than 1.5 walks allowed. He's like that. Krabs, what is Javon on for the early games? Juice Grain. I'm happy that you asked, my man. The man is right here. He can tell you himself. There he is. Let's go. Sure. Javon.
What's up?
That router's working, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, looking good. They tried to be like Megamind here. They're like, since there was an outage, they're like, we're going to shut it off in advance so it doesn't get any. So we hopefully don't have an advanced outage, and everything came back on like instantly. And they're like, well, we're going to have to reset it for an extra 30. So I bet.
Okay.
I actually bet. But
glad
glad they got it going. Glad they got it going because we got some get back for yesterday's donations.
Any comments?
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? Shit bets. Absolute shit bets across the board, minus David Schneider, the savior of the day, which if you're saying that, it's not a good day. So we got some shit to turn green today.
Come on, Javon, it's time to milk. Juice Crane says,
right.
You know what? Cut the shit. We're diving right in. It's time to fucking milk. All right.
Damn right.
We don't have any time for games. No fun, no jokes today. Only winners. Do you have any plays in these games starting up soon?
Nothing that I'm actually locking in, but I heard it while I was in the queue. We're talking about the Marlins game. Everybody on Marlins, I really do not care. Like, I would think AJ Puck. Like, everybody is down on both of those pitchers because Patrick Sandoval, I mean, he was garbage his first start, obviously, and we've seen him kind of on a decline for a little bit now, but nobody knows about AJ Puck. They drank the Kool-Aid for one game, and they're kind of giving up on him against this Angels lineup. I think it's going to be a pretty solid bounce back for him, so I still would stick with the Marlins and not worry about that being seemingly corp or whatever it is.
Okay.
Still like a winless team.
Still a winless team as a favorite or pick 'em against the Angels?
Favorite.
Okay. All right. I'm with you. That is the only bet I locked in that we're able to sweat out, at least early, for these games starting up here at 1 p.m. Eastern. Got the Marlins on the ML. I've got AJ Puck, Goblin strikeouts paired with Nick Pivetta walks, which is juice to the over on the books. And looks like the reddest square on the board. So I wanted to go ahead and put that on your radar. Would love for you to lock in something with Nick Pivetta, because that's probably my favorite square of the day. It's not even really close.
That is a weird square. Have you seen how he pitches against the A's?
Mm-mm.
I mean, not that a lot of pitchers aren't, but he is literally Nolan Ryan against the A's.
Whoa. Good. Are we tweeting something right now? What are we doing there?
Something was wrong. Here, Krabs, look at this real quick.
Yeah.
Close.
Let me see that. Ooh.
Asking questions.
Asking Q's.
Huh. Q's are being asked. Well, chats, I told you guys this the other day. I'll say it again. We get to 5K subs. Fire up a 24-hour stream this weekend. Only if you guys are down. You haven't really seemed up for it. They haven't really seemed too active in the chat. Maybe they don't want it. They got to earn it.
I
You
don't
know what I
think
mean? Guys, get us to 5K subbies so I could do a 24-hour stream. I was thinking maybe we started out for the Saturday Final Four games, and we do it, through those games, MLB late nights, right? We fuck around over the weekends or Saturday nights, maybe play some games, maybe build some chairs, right? And then Sunday, you wake up and you lab for baseball, MLBs, and you sweat out those 1 p.m.ers, and then you call it a day, right? 24 hours, bada bing, bada boom. Flies by quick. It's almost just like 2 hours, right? That's kind of what I was thinking, chat, but I don't know. Doesn't seem like they really want it too much.
Yeah,
50-hour stream will be legacies. Oh, yeah, that should happen. That's safe. Krabs, if you aren't profitable today, you got to do 9 dogs and 9 innings. Devin, man, I think those days are behind me, brother.
Yeah, you might have hung those up.
Yeah, I'm just not in my prime. Not in my prime. I was telling Javon back in the day when I was just uncontrollably eating because I was, going through puberty and growing and shit in high school, I would eat 2 Chipotle burritos. Extra rice, extra chick. No jokes. These days, I'm not as hungry. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. Can't do it. Nothing a little black coffee with peppermint can't fix. Cheers, Shark Clark.
Sick person, dude. Actually, just a sick person.
Cheers, brother. Nothing gets you dialed. And yeah, people forget I did a 10-10-10 challenge. My guy, Jay Wiz, was literally there, boots on ground. He was recording some of those videos. The video is still up on my TikTok. If you guys haven't seen that, I mean, look, people talk about the 999 challenge. How about a 10-10-10? First ever. People forget that. We might have to just fire up a BTL one day and just play that video for the people.
Play it on
gosh, man, 10 dogs and 10 innings and 10 beers. Not safe. Would not recommend to a friend. Would not recommend to my worst enemy.
Just like the optional additional 10 was crazy.
Are we losing subs here? How does that even work? We just went from 49.60 to 49.50. Whatever. Guys, get us to 5K subs. If you want a 24-hour stream this weekend, there's no excuses. We literally have 49.50. The link is right here. I know there's a group of you guys, a cohort, if you will, that is in here together as a team, as a unit, that is resisting subbing to the YouTube. Why are you doing it? It takes 3 seconds. All right. You click this link that Kel's generously provided in chat and you fucking sub. It takes 3 seconds. It's free. That's all you got to do. I don't do YouTube. We'll do YouTube for us, yay lads. Who else is on here every day for free giving out picks? Nobody. Go subscribe to the YouTubes. All right. It's that simple. Come on, guys. Let's get the 24 for the Final Four. Yep. Miguelito, bro. You were probably team captain of that team, that cohort that I was just talking about. Come on. Go sub. It takes 3 seconds. Show some heart. Okay? Javon, do you have a wagon on this wonderful Wednesday? Because people do forget it is Wagon Wednesday.
People do forget it is sneakily Wagon Wednesday. Can make up one on the fly, though. I'll tell you that.
Sure.
Shout out, hopefully not jinxing him, but Aaron Savali pitches today.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody watched his first start, I was very impressed. And that was against a team who I didn't think would be the greatest matchup for him. So I wasn't 100% sold on, taking him in that spot, but he looked incredibly impressive. So he goes again today against the Rangers, who he needs to eat innings, which is not a regular Rays start. I know they got a solid amount of innings from the starting pitching yesterday, but they're going to need some out of him today. And he's going to need to generate a lot of whiffs against the Rangers because that's the only way that you beat them. You pound the strike zone, a lot of breaking stuff. You make them miss. That's like what Pepio couldn't do. Like yesterday, obviously they were able to do it. So we're going to see. We're going to find out real quickly if Savali is going to take that step, I think, today.
All right. So I'm all in on Savali. Was thinking about maybe laying the Rays ML. Was thinking about, that total. I talked about it. It's been bouncing back between 7 and 7.5. Looking like right now it's at 7.5, and it's probably going to close there. That's not the greatest sign for an under, right? Kind of mentioned that a little bit earlier when you weren't on here yet. So these, key numbers with the totals moving up from 7 to 7.5 with pretty good arms on the bump. I don't know. There's a lot of late steam there with the over. I'm probably going to stay off that, but overall, I am a Savali guy with you this year.
The thing with those two pitchers, like Savali and Eovaldi, like they can all have very solid starts, but they're also prone to the couple solo shots, which the Rays have like a couple of those pitchers, but Savali and Eflin especially, they can have really good starts, but they're going to give up a Turk or two pretty much every start. And Eovaldi, same thing. He has absolutely owned the race pretty much every single start that he pitches, but there's a couple of those starts where you get the stray Turk or two. You just got to hope that they're less than, there's nobody on base for those.
Yep. I'm with you. 20 more. Come on, chat. 20 more. Trent's been grinding, waking up early, getting the crusties out, grabbing a coffee, listening to the birds chirping, seeing if there's Blue Jays in the yard. He's been working his butt off. He's been posting extra vids on the YouTube in the morning. If you guys haven't checked those puppies out, the morning yap sessions might be worth your time. Okay? Let's get those subbies up. W's, Trent. All right. Awesome. You want to hop into the sharp report here? We got to give the people some winners for today. You down?
Nope.
Good. Gambling gods, please give the kids one today. All right. We put in the work. We put in the time. We've been getting crushed. People are starting to call this the worst run in BTL history. All right. We're still 10 games over 500 for the season, for the year. Sorry. In 2024 on the squad ride. So we're not stressing. We're not fretting. But we got to turn the tides. We got to flip the tables, flip the scripts, and find some fucking green on today's slate. Can we? As we get the Tigers and Mets postponed. Kind of saw that one coming. But W updates, chat. All right. Let's hop in and talk about Miami really quick because we already kind of dove in here and this game does start up in 3 minutes. But I am seeing a little bit of minimal late steam here on Miami, about 5 more cents moving right before first pitch. Love seeing that after we saw a little bit of pullback this morning. So that is a great sign for the fish on the ML. I'm giving Puck one more chance. I'm fading Sandoval. He stinks. He's moose shit. Let's get the fish a win. They're 0-6 to start the season, opening up a favorites or at least a pick 'em against the Angels. I fucking bet they get it done. Give me the ML.
Yeah, let's see it. Love it.
Let's go. The one and only Casper. Let's fucking go, dude. W sub.
So
appreciate you, Beast.
W Casper.
Let me know. Anybody else sub on today's show? Let me know. All right. Javon, take me to Cincy, brother. Good to see the Reds back up there on the sharp report. That could change everything.
Could change everything, but I'm fading them. And that's another game that, we really don't know if it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen because they moved the start time a little later. So I assume that's the window of the game they're going to get in. But I took the first 5, faded them in that just in case, the middle of this game gets cut off. But I think they're going to get absolutely embarrassed by Zach Wheeler today. Obviously, the circumstances can change that. Hopefully there's no delays inside that first 5 or, to push the game back any later. But they struggle with really any pitcher from the right side, especially that gives you a lot of velocity and has a power breaking ball, which Zach Wheeler very clearly does. So, there's going to be plenty of strikeouts on the card for a lot of that Reds lineup today. You can pencil in Ellie for 2-3 strikeouts, of course, but the rest of the top of that lineup, not named Will Benson and maybe Spencer Steer, they're going to have a lot of trouble with him. So this is like the one. There's a very specific type of pitcher that the Reds struggle against when you're talking about righties, and Zach Wheeler is that. So I don't think they score much at all today. Obviously, I took the first 5 just in case rain cuts off some part of that game, but they're going to struggle against Wheeler.
All right, YouTube subbers, let me hear you scream. Get involved. Yes. 2 words. Yes. Gosh, man, fading the Reds. Maybe that's what we needed to do today to change everything.
Could be.
First 5, getting it out. Team total under 1.5. It looked like our local Philadelphia resident Lockmith is saying probably not going to happen, but that's okay. You put the bets on there that you love, and if it gets rained out, it gets rained out. Okay?
Yeah, really
you can't control the weather. You don't control the clouds. And, yeah, Bryce Harper's him. I was watching that game last night. I knew that game wasn't going under before the nuke even happened. I could feel it in my plums with these guys. The Phillies getting on base with ease, that inning before he gets up to bat. And next thing you know, I see Harper coming up with the bases loaded. I'm thinking, all right, this bet's already lost. And he jacks a grand slam for his, 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah.
Are you
Three-piece.
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Lockmouth, what a game, brother. That's the game to be at. I'm happy you were there at least. He said he was on the Jumbotron while he was rounding the bases for a second homer. W. Lockmouth, wouldn't expect anything less. Okay. Bryce Harper, Ofer, right? I saw the tweet. We all saw the tweets this morning or late last night. Anyone know Bryce Harper? Nobody's talking about it, but he has no hits this season. Next thing you know, 3 home runs. Boom. Next thing you know, the over's free. Air. Boom. Tough one. Bryce Harper, he's him, though. That guy was born to hit nukes. Born to hit nukes. All right. Holy smokes. That was such pain, dude. Although I will say, watching Bryce Harper hit home runs is cool.
Yeah, it is.
You're never really going to hear me complain about that. He's like that. Goodness gracious. So dying.
Was pissed on, too.
Marlins and Angels total went to 9. Oh, God. Oh, God. We might be in for the weirdest game in the history of games. Let me pull that game up. I want to sweat this one out with you guys. Let's get some AJ Puck strikeouts. Can we? Please. Maybe even get one in the first. That would be cool. Got no problems with that.
Yeah.
Good. So we could probably pull that puppy up and see if our guy Puck does anything useful in the first inning while we go through back and forth with the sharp report. Okay. Awesome. Getting this game pulled up. Bada bing, bada boom. Can I take you to the ice? I bet you weren't expecting me to have your Lightning on the card.
Not expecting it.
You like?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I'm looking at I want to have all the bases covered. All right. When you're in a little bit of a slump, you got to make sure you're, not just locking into one sport. You're checking all of them, making sure you can find winners everywhere, even if it's on the ice. Okay. Typically Javon's realm, but, I can hit some hockey bets a time or two. And I'm seeing Tampa continuously getting steamed. Now they're minus money on some books on the ML against a Toronto team that typically beats them and absolutely owns the squad. Toronto, the last couple times they played them, they've beaten them 4 of the last 5 times, including 3 in a row. Typically, they are, pretty high-scoring, exciting games. Tampa also coming off a loss in their last contest to the Red Wings as minus 1.5 favorites. I fucking bet. Toronto, 3-game win streak. The last one was as a dog against the Panthers, who are very good. So love this spot. Fading Toronto, selling high at home here, barely as a favorite against Tampa, and buying low on the Lightning after a loss to Detroit. I love the way the odds are moving and grooving here. I love the splits. Javon, I'm loving your Lightning on the ML today. They get a win.
Yeah, I'm in on that. They've at least had their number the last couple times out.
Lead off single and GG's.
Double, too.
Double. It's probably because they moved Rendon out of the 1 hole, huh?
Yeah,
some
might say that helps.
Goodness gracious.
Realistically, though, Krabs, and legging the Marlins in this game or taking the Marlins in this game, you ain't expecting a masterclass from Buck.
Yeah, but I need something.
You need something, but you just need them to outscore the Angels. That's going to have to be how you win.
Something. Goodness gracious. Chris Bassett has 2 1.5 walk scores up on Prize Picks. That means it's going over or under. Javon, thoughts?
I mean, usually that means it's going over.
AJ Puck K. Rumors. Swirling. Could be back. Good.
There you go.
Immediate bounce back strikeouts.
Now you got Barry up.
All right. Good. We got 1. Now we got Barry Bonds up at the dish. Golly, man. Come on. Nobody said it was going to be easy. If anything, I actually like this a little bit better. You deal with some adversity early, right? You get a guy on seconds. You get the juices flowing. The adrenaline is here, right? It's not like he's, asleep at the wheel here, Javon. He's got to get it going.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like he's filling up the strike zone early at the very least, which is good because anybody who watched his other start, he was like so non-competitive around the plate, walking a bunch of guys.
There's a good pitch.
Yeah, we like that.
Come on, Puck. Lock in, brother. Please. All right. We got Coltrane's dropping a resub, but let's go Fish. Love seeing that. Let's go Fish. Come on, Coltrane's. Please. All right, let's get one. Come on, AJ Puck. Would love an advantage here in a 1-2 count, but it's taking forever. I'm starting to think that maybe a ball was put in play on this pitch.
Nope.
And a called strike. Paint. After this at bat, we'll pivot back and go back to the sharp report and need the winners. But when AJ Puck's talking, you listen. When AJ Puck's on the mounts, you pay attention.
You tap in.
Javon, how's the audio sound? Do I sound crispy and clear?
Yeah, sounds pretty crispy to me.
You think it's better than before or no?
I mean, it sounds as clear as you can get. Did you make some upgrades?
Got some upgrades. Yeah, still figuring out the lights. A little dark in here right now, but got a new cam, got a new mic. It's called a Shure mic. Can't make it up. Good vibes. That literally could actually change everything for today. Yeah, same one. W's. Yeah. Oh, man, he's nibbling. Those are 3 great pitches.
Trout, golden cornea.
Now, you don't have to throw meat here. You have an open base. No meat.
Yeah, no meat. I mean, walk Trout if you got to.
If you walk him, you walk him. No meat. Come on.
No GG. Dude, why was he playing?
Was he playing at the fucking wall?
He's
he might as well be playing in the fucking
track.
center field stands. What are we doing?
Playing at the warning
track. If he hits
track
it over your head, he hits it over your head.
Crazy.
We're playing no doubles in the first inning?
That's crazy.
No doubles defense, top of the first. Great fucking call.
The Marlins might just be poverty. POD Pete might have killed him.
Dude, my man's literally like someone has a gun to his fucking head out there saying he's got to freaking start with his hand on the wall on the fence before a fucking ball is pitched.
Yeah,
in GTA.
What are we doing? That is Owens 162 type fielding.
Sweat.
For sure.
Good pitch. Good pitch. Javon, nobody said it was going to be easy, and there's way too much milk in that Starbucks.
You know, some of us just don't like black coffee like that, Krabs.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. AJ Puck, for the love of God. AJ Puck, you got a sinker in that arsenal, brother. Now would be the time to pull it out. Let's get a ground ball. Let's roll 2 here. Come on.
Now would be the time for a vintage
Taylor Ward
double play.
Yeah, Taylor Ward DP. Come on. What do you say, Ward? Show some hearts. Come on. 0-2 count. You have the edge, Puck. Lock in. You have an edge. What do you say? Come on. Chad, I'm not liking the vibes of this game. Get this off my fucking screen.
See what it is first. See what it is. To dink. If you can limit it to 1, that wouldn't be disastrous. Even 2, because you just gotta outscore him in this game.
Great Yurfie Mikey. Great call.
Mikey took the Yurfie in this game.
He did.
Wow.
He did.
Sharp.
Respect. Holy smokes. That's why you watch the morning after.
Yeah, TMA dialed.
Dude. AJ Puck, man. Do you even want to be here? Go back to the Sharp Report. Let's talk about some other winners for today. How are we getting the money back? I just went over Tampa. I love Tampa on the ML. I'll be nuking that if the Marlins blow this game. Can you take me to Houston and tell me why you like runs?
Yeah, going right back to it for a couple different reasons on both sides. The problem with why the Blue Jays were not good against Framber yesterday, it was weird. They were, I don't know, going all out and being aggressive early on, which is exactly what Framber wants you to do because he's a sinker baller who wants to control the ball on the ground. And they did that a little bit in the Rays series. Kind of figured they were a little smarter than that, but they weren't. And they did that against Framber yesterday. Against Javier, it's a little different, and that could work. Save. That's okay. You limit the damage a little bit, Krabs. Limit the damage. Limit the damage. You're going to have to outscore the Angels. You got a lot of ball left. But back to the Jays, Astros. Early approach works a little better against Christian Javier than it does against Framber Valdez because they're not the same pitcher. They cannot control the ground game the same way. So if they do that, they're going to be pretty successful today. On the other side, too, Chris Bassett, I think, matches up horrendously against the lineup with a lot of guys that have seen him a ton. He's also, somebody mentioned the weird walk square, which is weird in itself, but he's also at 3.5 earned runs today off of it. We know what the Astros have done for the entire season. Their offense hasn't shown up much more than the Blue Jays offense has showed up. So I think everything around that, you go back to this game after 2 games where at least one of the offenses has been extremely shut down, and we get runs to close out the series here. So I think Bassett gets turked probably mainly, but I look at the Blue Jays lines. I mean, that same team total that we took yesterday, maybe there's a little bit of a difference between Framber and Javier, I guess, respect-wise, but same team totals up to -140, -150.
I bet it is.
They showed no life until the 9th inning, so you can bet on a bounce back for both teams.
Chat, a lot of baseball left in Miami.
Plenty.
A lot of baseball left in Miami. Okay.
Plenty.
Point number 2. Javon, you got some cojones bringing up that fucking Toronto game after yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I do.
You do. That's why you're the co-host. That's why you're up here.
Sneakily, like that was a moose shit lineup they put out there, the Blue Jays. I was shocked to see Kevin Kiermaier in there, who single-handedly killed 2, maybe 3 innings with bullshit plays, bullshit ABs. Can hope he's not in the lineup today, but even if he is, it's not lefty-lefty, so it's not nearly as bad. Might work against Javier.
Okay. Let's get some runs going. I thought that total was a spec high. Looking at those 2 arms, I know Bassett did not pitch great in his first start of the season, but we know how inconsistent he's been at the tail end of his career, right? So he'll go through months where he's great, months where he's atrocious. I think you just look at that total. It's at 9, 2 good arms. You haven't seen that many runs in this series, at least not last game. The game before, I think it was 10-0, but at least a goose egg, from Toronto in that contest. Total looks a little high to me. I like the over. I like runs. Come on. Let's get 4 at least from Toronto. Let's get 5 at least from Houston, and let's go about our day.
We're walking Miguel Sano in this economy.
Miguel Sano walk is crazy.
Insane.
Crazy.
Puck ain't making it out of the first, huh? What's going on over there?
Mound visit at the moment.
Bases cocked? Oh, no. Yeah,
He
Puck looks
looks
like he just
disheveled.
ran a fucking half marathon. Puck, are you okay?
Dude is drenched.
It's just like he just jumped in the fucking Diamondbacks pool out in center field. Puck, bro. It's not that deep. It's the first inning. How are you going to make it through a game and call yourself a starter? Put him back in the pen.
Yeah, might have to toss him back.
I would love to be around that meeting room when Miami's sitting in there saying, you know how we're going to fix this shit rotation? We're going to bring in AJ Puck. We're going to use him as a starter. That's going to do it. That's going to do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me take you to the NBA. I'm everywhere on today's Sharp Report. Diversifying the portfolio. Love that. All right. Bucks on the spread, -13.5. Javon, remind me what happened to the Bucks last night.
Probably one of the more embarrassing losses of the entire NBA season. Outright with I don't know what the line was, but similar line, I would guess, to what it is today.
Yep. Wizards outright against the Bucks last night with Giannis playing. Okay, they just got to win. Also, shout outs. I'm going to say his name wrong, but fake Jokic, who we now have on our team coming off the bench, who just finally came over from overseas. We drafted him in the 2nd round last year. He's here. He was unbelievable off the bench last night. So we might have found ourselves a good player. Fake Vucevic. Yeah, there we go. There we go, John. Fake Vooch. Yep, fake Vooch. He's actually really good. He's a bucket. So that's actually a rare plus and maybe actually a rare good draft pick for the Wizards. Anyways, now we turn around. And by the way, I like the Lakers too, laying 13 against the Wizards. But I ended up going with the Bucks because I like that one a little bit better. Maybe Damian Lillard comes back tonight. Maybe he doesn't. He's been out the last couple of games for personal reasons. I have a feeling they're going to be making a call and seeing if he could play after how bad the Bucks have been playing the last couple games. It's been ugly. They have not looked sharp recently, but they're laying 13.5 to a Memphis team, Javon, that sure, they're terrible. They're 25-50. They're rat meat. But if you look at what freaking Memphis has been doing recently, they pulled off a nice little outright win in their last contest against Detroit on the road. So I think it's a great fade spot for Memphis coming off a big win on the roads. And I think it's Bucks laying 13.5. It's hilarious after losing outright to the Wizards. They're playing a back-to-back, right? So their guys are going to be tired. People hate backing teams off the back-to-backs. I'm all in on the Bucks in this crazy, ridiculous fat spread.
Yeah, I'm in on that.
We got another Buck
strikeout.
Puck K. Good. 40-pitch inning. Aura. Thank God I took that fucking goblin square. There we go, Puck. That's a terrible pitch, too. That should have been taken 400 feet.
Yeah, it was kind of a moose pitch.
That was a terrible pitch. Somebody give me a bat.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, Bucks minus 13.5 on the spread today. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing to say against it. I definitely would be down to fade both angles of the Bucks Wizards game, like you talked about, coming off of last night. The only reason I stayed away from the Lakers because I don't know exactly who was playing, but same headspace.
Brew Crew has the bases loaded. They might never lose a game, ever.
Yeah, let's go there.
They might never lose. Can we please get some Miami runs in the bottom of the first? For the love of God.
Could be huge.
Can we? A lot of baseball left, Jack. Come on. Take me to Atlanta. Looks like you've got a bet involving the Pistons that I was just talking about. What do you like about points down there in Atlanta?
Yes, I mean, the Pistons have been pitiful. Really haven't been scratching 100 most of their games, but to defend them a little bit, they've been playing a really tough slate of defenses in like the past 2 weeks-ish. So the Hawks are very obviously not that. They also struggle with guys who are able to rim run from the point guard position, which is why a lot of people are on Cade Cunningham today. I think there's a lot of matchups across the floor that work pretty well for them to actually not get suffocated defensively. Again, helps that they're playing the Hawks, but on the other side too, if you have any skilled big that can score off the pick and roll, you are absolutely torching the Pistons. So not that that's a crazy take or anything because they get torched by a lot of teams offensively, but I see a good amount of points happening in this game. It's a lower total, partially because the Pistons really haven't scratched 100 much, but it is starting to tick up. I'm willing to go to bed or go to grave with that and say it, the Hawks are going to give up a lot of points to the Pistons and they're going to hang in this game. But they ain't stopping them on the defensive side either. So give me points.
Okay. Points in Atlanta. I'm in. Looks like we got a Twins double play out there. Good. Keeping them alive. No runs. Looks like that Nerfy just cashed. Good for you guys.
Wow. Electric right? Nerfy cash for Nerfy bettors.
Good for you guys. Love that. Good to see somebody get one through the hoop. Let me know when AJ Puck is back on the mound so I can start pitching again. Okay. Awesome. Let's go over some prize pick squares. Already touched on these two gentlemen a little bit before you hopped on. Talked about George Kirby as my wagon on Wagon Wednesday. I'm all in on George Kirby. I loved what I saw out of our guy in his first start of the season. Unbelievable first outing from our guy George Kirby, who is a young up-and-coming arm in Seattle, a very pitchers-friendly park. And I bought in completely. I think he was unbelievable in that first outing against the Red Sox, who we've seen have some success, more than most thought, early on in the season. So that start, I think, meant a little bit more than people thought initially. And looking at his knuckle curve, literally looking like it's getting rolled off a table, dropping completely out of nowhere. How do you hit that? And we know George Kirby never has any control issues. He's been one of the most accurate pitchers in baseball since he got called up. Now he's improved the stuff. He's going to keep getting better. We already know he's accurate as fuck, one of the most accurate pitchers in baseball. I'm bought in to Kirby pitching that park out there. I think he pitches a gem again tonight. I love his fantasy score. I'm taking his more than 32.5 fantasy score. Don't care that it's green from his last start where he put up a 54 piece. Guys, it's a one-game sample. I don't give a shit. All right, I'm going to buy low. Try to at least, because he is a good arm and he's not like disrespected at all. But I'm going to buy as low as I can on George Kirby early on in the season before the books get hip, because I think this kid's going to be the next big star. And he's going to put up a Cy Young type season this year on the mound.
I'm in on that.
Yep.
I think he actually shows.
Good. I talked about your little, series system that you went over about the Mariners, right? How they were getting a little bit more respect than you initially thought against the Twins. And now game 3 today, I do think the Mariners pull out a win, but I don't know if I want to lay that juice.
Yeah,
right.
I don't want to lay it either. I do think
they're juicy. I do think it's a winner. I don't know if it's worth laying to minus 170, but or minus 165. We'll get there though. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Surely.
All right.
Amen.
Krabs, why do you like fantasy score over his case? I'm happy you asked that, Turner Mac. I like it because I think he gets a win today. I think he gets a quality start. Everyone's on his case, so I pivoted and took his fantasy score, which I think both will cash. I do. But I prefer back in the fantasy score because I do think he racks up some Ks. I think he pitches, 6 innings at least and gets that quality start. But I do think he gets that win, which is why I love that fantasy score. Okay?
Sure.
Arise fought back just for that. What happened, dudes? What happens? Arise K, I bet. Already talked about the Nikki P walk square, how it's juiced to the over on the books. Thought it was a little bit weird, especially after Javon emphasized, how he's pitched in prior starts against that Oakland team. But I have a feeling he's going to be out there pitching, not a complete game, but he'll probably be throwing some innings in this contest against Oakland. And the more innings you pitch, the more opportunities you have for walks, right? So I wouldn't be shocked if Nick Pivetta, cashes this for us late in this contest. It might be a sweater, but this has to be one of the weirdest squares up on the Prize Picks board today. Not only looking at his past starts and outings, because I know a lot of those don't even fucking matter, but Nicky P, who didn't even walk a single guy in his first start of the season, up for 1.5 on Prize Picks, looking like a free less than when he's juiced to the over on the books. Yeah, I'll take a chance at Nicky P throwing 2 walks against Oakland. Hopefully they just stand there like fucking Chicken Little and don't take that bat off their shoulders.
Yeah, minus 135 for that over 2, which is
no
weird.
way it's up to that now. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that's odd. Very odd.
And Sandoval is Nolan Ryan. 2 strikeouts. Nice.
We got Randy.
Betting on teams to change the trajectory of their streak, whether it's a winning streak, whether it's a losing streak, does not work in baseball. I don't know why I thought it would today. It's not working.
We got 9 crabs. Relax.
It's not working. Looks like Dame is officially out. Very curious to see what happens to that spread. I hope everything's okay going on with Dame, and no clue what's going on there, personal stuff. But really hope that spread does not move much. And I'll tell you guys what. If they stay 13.5-point favorites without Dame, that's going to make me like it even more. Straight up. Lillard, Middleton, and Pat Bev all out. Whoa. Let's see what happens to that spread. All right. Javon, give me the rundown on your 2 Prize Pick squares. Very eager to hear.
Yeah, start with Tatis, probably the more Corp, one of the 2 by a pretty wide margin. Facing Zach Thompson today, who I think is going to struggle against this Padres lineup, especially because he gives up a lot of hard contact. And the one thing Tatis has done all season so far is a lot of hard contact. 9 balls have left his bat over 100 miles per hour, most in the league, which it's the most in the league because they've had a couple extra games, obviously. But even in the same sample size, the hard contact has been there plenty. So I think he's going to be huge in this game. I know a lot of people are taking him to send one out. I think that's possible too, but I also think once we get into the back end of that game, the run game is going to be a little part of his game. I wouldn't be shocked if he stole a base too off of some of that bullpen that really struggles to hold runners. So give me him his fantasy score today. Be all out.
Pablo strikes out the side.
I
bet. Or Patrick, sorry. Pablo.
Patrick, yeah.
Give me a break. Berger swung at that ball that would have hit me in the left-handed batter's box. Good.
Sure.
Great. All right, guys. We got 8 innings left. Who knows? All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Tatis. He's your guy today, huh?
He's my guy today. Sure.
Okay. Do you like the Padres today?
I do like the Padres. It's another one of those where I don't care to lay the juice, but I think they win. Definitely want to get involved fading Zach Thompson in some way, and that's how I chose to do it.
Okay. That is more than fair. Marlins suck, but their ballpark treats are delicious, so fuck it. Yeah, apparently they have like a $50 all-you-can-eat thing down there too. That's insane. That's insane. Can't even imagine. I would get my money's worth down there, that's for sure. All you can eat, all you can drink, $50. That sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
At a baseball game.
Rivaling Diamond Club.
Dangerous. That's like Diamond Club at half the price, but you got to watch the Marlins. Didn't Moose Grove's fantasy score look high as fuck? It is Moose Grove, though. Oh, Remylo's saying alcohol not included. That could be the difference. That changes everything. I'm out.
That is the difference. That's GG's.
I'm out. Holy smokes, man. Yeah, Moose Grove, his fantasy score is definitely high. He gets a little bit more respect than he probably should, but I also wouldn't mind. I'm like one of the few guys who, doesn't really want to fade Musgrove this season. Although he got off to a terrible start in that first outing. He's looked like shit for the last year and a half. I'm not fully sold on his career being over or him being caked. We'll see. But that total's moving up from 8 to 8.5 for a reason. There's going to be runs. Okay, probably from both sides. I do lean San Diego M out. I like that to T-square, though. Let's get him activated today.
Sure.
Let's get him activated today. What else you got? You got one more square for you?
Yeah. Yep. Jaden McDaniels 3s against the
nasty
Moose Shit Raptors. Yeah. I mean, he's had a couple of really tough shooting games. This one it's a little weird to kind of handicap matchups against the Raptors because their lineup has been changing pretty much the entire season. Now I think they're 1 or 2 games into RJ Barrett being back in the lineup, which is probably going to be the guy that Jaden McDaniels is going to see a little bit. But they have struggled really all season with or without him and giving up threes to the 3 or 4, depending on where you're playing Jaden Daniels and GD spawn in. But I think Jaden Daniels, this is one of those weird squares with a massive spread that I'm fine taking because you don't need, crazy volume to get this done. I think this is one of those where he comes out early and spawns, splashing a couple threes, area where the Raptors have struggled, like I said, with or without RJ Barrett in the lineup, and who knows who's going to be there today. But once we get into that bench unit too, it's bad. It's bad.
Hello. We got a British guy in YouTube chat. W's. What's up, Brandon? How we doing? Brandon, do me a favor. Since you're over there on the YouTube, drop a subby for me, will you? We're like 10 away from 5K. Would love to smack that on this stream while this Marlins game is happening, while they're getting destroyed. That could change everything and maybe bring the vibes back up. Would love to hit 5K on the YouTubes. Brandon, go drop a subby, will you? Make yourself useful. Okay, lock in. Jaden McDaniels. I'm in. Say no more. Yep. Nasty square. Smacking. Chart looks weird. Odds? Have you done a little odds check?
Yeah, it's even both ways. So no crazy odds, but he does have – I love taking lower volume like guys for threes when I see a first quarter square up on the board for him, which is also probably a little strange. He's up there for 3.5 too, which is like the magic three-pointer number. It's right above 1-3, obviously. So I could be so in. Just had some rough shooting games last couple games out.
Chat, we are 9 subbies away, single digits from 5K. Sounds like Brandon might have actually done the damn thing. Okay? You might have clicked that button. Chat, there are 9 of you in here who have not subbed to the YouTube who can go do that right now. Show some fucking heart. Show some fucking heart. Strider finally on the boards. Puck K, there we go. Come on, Puck. Lock in. Take a seat, Neto. I got some pine for you right over here. Grab it. All right? Grab some pine. Take a seat. We got 3 Ks for Puck. Good. I forget how many I took in that Goblin. Was it 4.5 or 5.5?
I think I saw 4.5.
I think I also saw 4.5. That could be huge. He's got 3 right now. Yep. 4.5. Good. All right. Let's go hit. Come on. Let's go hit. Please. Can we? Can we? We saw the Marlins show a little bit of life. I think De La Cruz hit a nuke last night.
Yeah, Brian De La Bonds.
Maybe Brian De La Bonds. Little encore today. Take a one, Yaya. Why are you wearing that jersey? I'm wearing this jersey because we can't buy a bet. We can't buy a winner. This has been the worst stretch for squad rides since we've begun the show. Now, mind you, we're still 10 games over 500 in the new year. Okay, so there's nothing to freak out about. But we've given some back to the books recently. I figured, what other way to throw off the gambling gods? What other way to show some fucking heart on today's stream than putting this butt ugly jersey on my body right now? Just a disgusting disgrace to all jerseys everywhere. I thought maybe that could change the vibes. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Be something.
We'll see. I called De La Bonds on Javon's post. Good call, bro.
WJ Thorpe.
Good call. And yeah, this is literally the template for any men's league softball team that is over the age of 40, and everyone has to have a beer belly. This is the standard template that they use. They start building it from this. Okay. We did the Sharp report. Awesome. Love that. All right, chat. Take a little screenshot of this puppy mentally. We will post this on Bookit BTL Twitter right after the show. Simple, effective, easy. Chat, what are we sweating out for these early games? I know every single one of you has at least a prize pick square, maybe a straight bet. I don't know. What are you guys sweating out for these early games? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on right now. You guys all have you got to have at least one play. Marlins ML, great. Chisholm, hit run RBI. Marlins ML, a lot of them. Marlins plus 2.5. Wow. Looks like somebody still believes. Love that.
Hard.
Javon, I have good news as well. You want to hear
good news?
Yep. 5K subs on YouTube has been hit. Good.
Wow.
Let's see if we can pull that up and see if we can see it. If we go onto the YouTube page. There we go. Come on, chat. Sure we can. Sure we can. 5K subs, 24-hour stream this weekend. You guys earned it. We finally hit it. That's what I'm fucking talking about. 2 words, chat, heart. All right? Unsub, incoming. All right, grow the fuck up. Bang. Let's go, dudes. Somebody give me a goddamn chair in the mail. Go.
Yeah, we got to get the chair
Hurry.
going.
Oh, I'm sending
Hurry.
it. I'm for sure sending it. Oh no. What happened?
I just don't get it. Can you go on the YouTube page itself and see if it says 5K?
It doesn't yet.
Great.
Yeah,
I think
cancel
people
stream.
legitimately unsubbed after we did that. And if you did that, you are a loser.
Cancel stream. Hooked.
GG.
Unbelievable. Yeah, okay. If you actually unsubbed after that, you need to go talk to somebody. Okay.
All right.
Dudes,
Everyone
bros,
keeps
Soril's game
asking me
happening.
this. Everyone keeps asking me this. It's
Dude, what do you think he's at the stadium?
yeah, like come on. I'm in my fucking basement.
Fuck
Bang!
Stat correction, we're back. Come on. Sure.
Shit probably not happening. Thunderstorms are rolling through Maryland right now.
I mean,
so,
yeah, it's scary out there. Like I
If-
don't have much light down here in the basement. Not much light, just how I like it. But I do have a window I'm looking at right now. I mean, it looks like it's nighttime.
if you want me to give you odds, I would say that it would happen is probably plus 500 and no is minus 1,000. That would be my odds.
Whoa.
Crazy
And
odds.
we're back. We're back.
Crazy odds.
Yeah, get this thing off the damn screen, man. They don't know what the hell's going on. Crabs Casino during 24-hour. I'm down. Or some online poker at least. Can't really play casino, but some poker at least. All right. Gosh, man, would love some runs from the fish here. Looks like they already have one out. They work quick. I'll tell you. Man. We do have 5K on the Bookit Sports YouTube page. Let's go, chats.
Hard.
Good fucking work. All right. We got the squad grinded. Everybody's doing their parts. All right. Trent doing these new Yap sessions in the morning. If you guys aren't watching those vids, make sure you go check this out on the YouTube. Trent out there in the morning, with the pool in the background, vibing, going over some plays for the day. Love that. All right. We got Mikey Over show the morning after before this with Joshy. They're killing it. They're grinding. They're there every day. All right. BTLs, Surge streams. All right. Stay dialed. We appreciate you guys. All right. 5K subs. Not a lot of people could do that. Let's make it 10. Why not us? Okay. Javon, we got about 20. We might have to just spend the whole time on the squad ride. I'm not going to fucking mess around here. We might have to just lock in.
Might have to.
Goots, I want to see that train early today. We got work to do. Chat, Sandoval shoving, Marlins are caked. Move on. We need to find a new winner for today. Plain and simple. What are we taking? What are we eyeing? What are we loving? What is hitting? Let me know in chat. What bets are we taking? What are we obsessed with later today? All right. And we're going to give you guys some of our favorite plays as well. All right. We're going to take our time. Make sure we have a squad ride play today that we absolutely adore. Javon, any plays today that you are absolutely obsessed with, you can't stop thinking about?
Going back to runs in Houston.
Okay.
People aren't going to like that one.
Okay. Well, the splits look really good.
I mean, they should. It's one that would be like sharp, considered sharp. I'm not shocked.
The splits look really good. How can we back this Jays team? They are moose, man. Well, Bucks are still at 13.
It's an over.
That's huge.
It's an over, so there's two teams involved, brother. Not just the Jays.
That's the play, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
What news just dropped in the T-Wolves game? Because everything is off the board.
Let's go, Apex. Good shit, my man. Appreciate the support. Can we just fade the fuck out of Cal Quantrell? We could sure as heck talk about that, fat girls. We could sure as heck talk about that. Jordan hitting his first nuke today. I hope so, man. Looks like Mike Conley is out. That could be it. Maybe.
I wonder if that changes anything odds-wise and we get that square again.
That'd be cool.
Keep us updated.
Achilles, good. 2 words, Achilles, good. All right. We're going to put that over in here. Looks like the Braves game just got postponed. W update, Brock. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Toronto, Houston over 9. All right. Javon, I'll tell you what, man. I am absolutely obsessed with Tampa Bay on the ML on the ice.
Okay.
Typically, not putting meat on tape for a hockey play. It's your realm. I don't want to step in there. I don't want to intrude. But when I see a play that I'm obsessed with, I can't keep it in. It's not healthy, right? I got to let you know. And I cannot stop looking at Tampa Bay and watching that juice continuously creep over to the Lightning, your boys on the road here against Toronto. What do you think about Tampa Bay?
No. I like the Lightning. I'm down to
You're
keep
in?
riding them. I mean, you're not maybe not as tapped in, but you feel you pick your spots pretty carefully with hockey, and they're usually pretty sharp. So
Yeah, I'd be hitting hockey.
I want to
bets.
tell you no here. Yeah.
All right. You're telling me Tampa Bay's winning this game tonight against Toronto?
Yeah, I love that.
Okay. Tampa, I'm out. Let me change that abbreviation so you guys know what the heck is going on. Lightning ML, sure. What else, Siobhan? What else is floating around in your noggin? What other plays are you looking at thinking, that's going to turn green? Yep, I've already seen it. Anything?
I mean, I'll keep. I guess that's early anyway, but I can't see the Reds scoring today. But game might not happen, and it's early, so eliminate that. Surprised you didn't hear any Trevor Williams talk today.
Because that game's probably not going to happen either, brother.
To
be honest with you, I just don't think it will. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to check out our guy Kevin Roth and see what the heck he's talking about.
Yeah, give us the Kevin Roth report.
Because he's dialed to the weather. People always want us to be the meteorologist. This guy's literal job is to be a meteorologist.
Yeah,
for sports betting. Let's check
does.
out what K Roth has for today. White Sox postponed, sure. Let's see what he has for some of these games that we're liking. Well, there's a chance that Washington plays today. He's only got it as a yellow. Cautiously optimistic. Holy smokes, for the Pitt and Washington game.
Optimistic.
Yeah. So that game could be in play. Now the Mets game is red. That's probably cake. The Cubs game, the wind's blowing in 50 miles an hour if they do play. Cincy, orange. Even with the late start time announced, we may need a later start. Rain does clear tonight. Maybe start at 6-ish, which would essentially turn this game into a night game. Temps in the 40s, 15 to 20 degrees, blowing right to left and in from the right. Okay. Sounds like he thinks they're going to play. Just might be a little later. So if the Reds play in there, if you're obsessed with it, I'm in.
No, I'm not obsessed with it. If that's the case, because it's very based on a pitcher.
Okay.
And I don't love putting meat on the table for pitchers if that's the situation.
Understood. All right. Well, let's go back to the drawing board here and find some other winners. They should play baseball inside. Some do. That's the crazy part, and some do. All right. Why is Musgrove fantasy so high after 2 Moose outings? Well, has he thrown twice? Yeah, he did pitch over there. Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's probably going to pitch well today. I like the Padres on the ML, but it's still big name Musgrove. Got to keep that in mind.
Playing the Cardinals, who've been inept as an offense.
Krabs, anybody ever tell you look like Puck from the Marlins? Not right now, Chris Pip.
That's crazy.
Not right now. Not right now. Not today. In-play runs, Angels bang. I mean, that game is over for me. I'm done. 4-0. We're calling it.
They're fucking wagon.
Show me the Angel slip. Show me it.
I don't have it.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. Yep, there it is.
I'll
just bluff. Well, at least you're not sitting here with the Marlins ticket. I will say that.
You're still betting on that Moose shit, or?
Mm-hmm. Still betting them.
No, you got to just chalk it up. Let POD Pete have his best bet of all time, and just accept the fact that they're.
I mean, yeah, they might not win. They might not win.
162 or 162.
Worm bait.
Not win.
Worm bait.
Yeah, not even fish bait. Not even worthy. Not even worthy of fish. Just fucking worms like me today trying to bet the Marlins. That's all it is.
Worm
man. All right,
it's actually insane.
We need to lock in for these last 10. We need to hit a squad ride so bad, especially after what the Marlins are doing to us right now. Okay, I would love to take the Bucks. I'm doing some line shopping right now as we speak. Okay. Would love to take the Bucks on the spreads. I don't know where your head was at with that. A bazillion people got rolled out. I'm going to pull it up right now to see what the heck is going on. But it's looking like a lot of people are out for the Bucks, and that spread is holding, Javon. If that's the case, would you want to get involved?
Won't tell you no.
Is there a preference in your mind between the Lakers on the spread against Washington after Washington won outright against the Bucks, or the Bucks laying 12.5 or 13, barely even moving at all with the news that some of these guys are out?
I mean, there's definitely the Bucks would be my preference right now, just because we know at this point who's out for them, and we don't for the Lakers.
Okay. Yep. Right now, Giannis list is probable for Wednesday. Goods looks like Pat Bev, Dame Lillard, Middleton already ruled out. Spread is still at 13 on most books. I would love to take the Bucks on the spreads. I would love to buy the bad news. I think that's a hilarious number they're laying after they just lost to the Wizards outright last night. Bucks win by 20 plus. Giannis legacy performance.
Man, put it in.
You're in? Good. All right. Bucks minus 13 we'll go with. Because they are 13. Most books still. I bet. What else?
I mean,
What else are you in love with today?
I don't know how we're not getting involved in DC crabs.
Talk to me.
What's your first instinct telling you there?
You want my first instinct on the Nats game?
I do.
First instinct in that game is that we win.
Really?
Mm-hmm. First instinct in that game is that we win, and the game probably goes over.
You know, I would not be mad at all in getting involved with an over. I just think Trevor Williams gets mucked. I think we're getting a cruise missile tonight.
Where's Kevin Roth when you need him? Is this game tonight going to be played? Doing one more double check here. Getting notice about runs from the Angels. Great. I think they're playing. Yeah, cautiously optimistic, like I was saying. Wins left to right. Okay.
Left to right, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Trevor Williams also dog meat against lefties. So if they're pulling the ball in the air, might be finding seats.
Yeah. Let me get a little splits check on that puppy real quick. Looks like we've got about 60% of bets and handle on that over, but we got 2 up arrows on that under. So more bets coming in on that under. We're not getting too much movement recently. That total overall, though, has moved from 8.5 juice to the under to 9 juice to the under, depending on where you look. I like runs. I do. I mean, Pittsburgh's offense, they've looked like the freaking Dodgers through the first week of the season. They look incredible. Who's to say that doesn't continue against Trevor Williams, a guy they know very well?
Yeah. I mean, we could go a couple different ways with it. I don't really care to lay minus 150 with the Pirates. Obviously, I like runs. I think they come from the Pirates. Do you think the Nats scored today? That's the question.
I do think the Nats scored today. The one thing that is sketching me out about this game is that both teams are perfect to the over on the season. Maybe we should just not care about that and put it off to the sides. I don't know. But it needed to be said. I'm legally obligated to tell you.
What if it's just Pirates team total?
I mean, Trevor Williams is bad.
Very bad.
Our bullpen might be worse.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's literally no better feeling. Even if let's say Trevor Williams goes out there and shocks the world, he gets up 1 in 5. It's just no better feeling than counting on runs to come from the Nashville bullpen. It's something I can hang my head on.
He walked Miguel Sano again.
Okay. Yeah, no more updates on that game, please. Looks like the Orioles game is starting at 2. Good. Man. Pit runs, huh? Keeping the train flowing. Maybe even staying undefeated against the Nats.
Yeah. I mean, I think if the Nats win this game, it's going to have to be 7-6 or something like that. I don't think they're going to win a low-scoring, close game. I mean, I don't really think they win at all, but I'd rather just back Muckage on Trevor Williams. And a cruise missile.
What's their team total at?
4.5.
And you don't want to just fade Cal Quantrell on that same angle because there's some wind blowing in Wrigley, and you just don't want to be involved, or maybe you use that wind to our advantage.
In Wrigley.
It was probably snowing out there a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be snowing tonight. So let me look. Looks like orange/yellow, which off and on light rain or snow showers. Whoa, but never anything too heavy or long lasting. If they decide to play, then I think they likely play without a stoppage. They just need to make the call whether or not they'd like to play with a temp in 30 degrees and some light weather. So,
I mean, I don't care to get involved in a game like that personally. As much as I would love to fade Kyle Quantrill, and I still think he gives up Turks in that game, that's just screaming forceage.
Okay. Cold as heck. That's nuts. All right. Pittsburgh team total over 4.5. How juicy are we talking here?
Minus 125.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm down to put that in here.
For what it's worth, too. I mean, this is probably one of the bigger discrepancies. I saw somebody clamoring for score first place a little earlier. Trevor Williams is minus 215 to give up the first run, which is a lot for somebody who's not like around that as far as price in the game, because they're only like minus 145, minus 150.
Right.
That looks fat. So I would love to get some early bags for the Pirates.
Right. That is a good sign. Definitely don't want to pivot because we want to be fading that Nats bullpen, but that is a good sign. Makes me feel better about the play. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Pitts, team total, over 4.5. So right now we have Toronto, Houston over 9. We've got the Lightning on the ML. We've got the Bucks minus 13. We've got the Pirates team total over 4.5. Anything else you want to throw in here? Any other plays you want to throw their hats in the ring?
I think I'm good with those. The Pirates might be asking questions of some favorites. Like that play.
Now, the last 2 days we have done 4 plays, and it has not worked out great for us. Do we want to throw a 5th in there? Or maybe that was part of our issue?
Maybe we throw a 5th in there.
Maybe we throw a 5th in there and take our time here.
Yeah.
Maybe we throw a 5th puppy in here. Now, Yankees game off limits here?
No.
After what they did to us last night?
No. I threw the Blue Jays over back into the ring.
That game does start kind of soon, though. What about Seattle ML? George Kirby. Check and decide if they want to lay the juice.
I mean, you want to lay that? I mean, I guess they can decide. I don't think they're losing that game.
Minus 155. Minus 150 some places.
Yeah.
Why don't we put that in there? If Chad wants to lay the fucking juice, they can lay it.
Yeah, they can pick their own free will.
Chat, 5 plays and 5 winners for today's Wagon Wednesday. All right, lock the fuck in. Lock in. All right, 5 plays, 5 winners. Toronto, Houston over 9. The Lightning on the ML. Bucks minus 13. Pitt team total over 4.5. And the Mariners on the money line. 5 plays, 5 winners. Get your squad ride votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. Get your votes in. I personally am voting for the Lightning on the ML. I have a weird feeling in my gut they're not losing, but I want you guys to pick us a winner. We are so due. All right, trust your guts. Keep the blinders on and stay fucking dialed, chat. Pick us a winner. We need it like we need air. Come on. Put in the work. Bucks are frauds, Aloha saying. I know. I agree. Then why are they laying 13.5 tonight? Need the squad ride more than the urge to muck clam this weekend. Alan, it's getting to that point, brother. It's getting to that point. Seriously, priorities. Got to hit bets. Got to hit bets. Lock in. Javon, what are you voting for, my man? What do you got?
I gave a vote to the Pirates.
Okay. All right. Chat, lock those votes in. Hurry up. We've only got a couple minutes here, maybe a minute left. Hurry up. Looks like it's going to be the Lightning pulling away with the Mariners getting some late life here. Interesting.
Dude, Mariners sneaking in. This is crazy.
Interesting. Chat's thinking, well, we've been losing. Maybe we lay some juice. Guys, I want you to pick winners, not pick bets based off the odds typically. All right? Just pick the winning button. Okay? Hopefully there's more winners than losers out of this group. All right? I really hope so. But if there's not, we need you guys to be selective and choose the one that's turning green so we can counter guap. It's that simple. It really is. Okay, guys? God, it's going to be close down the stretch. Lightning ML, Mariners ML. It's going to be sweaty. Who's going to win? It's going to be the Mariners pulling it out late. Holy smokes.
Wow.
Holy smokes. All right. Squad ride, Mariners on the ML. Chat has decided, as they have since we have begun this show. All right. Chat always decides. I trust. All right. We're going to turn the luck around. We are still 35, 26, and 2 in 2024. All right. We take that. We move. It's going to be okay. All right. The Sam Houston jersey's on. It's gross. It is what it is. Do not waver, chat. Trust the squad rides. All right. Stick around for the surge stream. Let's see what Trent is on today. We'll catch you tomorrow. Same time, same place. We'll be seeing. Peace, guys.